Hello and welcome, sluts, to the first annual Hundo Awards. I'm your host, Bennett Brown, for the evening. We're going to be going through all the best pictures of this last year. 2025 had a lot of good ones. Oh, let's dive in. Train Dreams was a very quiet movie. Rural Oregon or that area. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think I'd like it, but it's just a good reminder that before World War II, men had on average 12 memories, women 6. And all 12 of these guys' memories are horrific. Just death, fire. Pretty rough for this guy. He's chopping down the most beautiful forest the entire time. It's amazing. So you just kind of follow this lumberjack around. I loved William H. Macy's character. Spoiler, he dies. Out of all the characters, he was the one I wanted to die the least. And he just catches a stray in the woods. That's not a dignified way to die. Free will is a spectrum, folks. And this guy has none. 0. He is just getting his ass kicked by fate at every turn of the road. All he longs for are life's simple pleasures, a wife, a kid, a dog, a house. And just life kicks his ass. And it is the prettiest movie. We like to recognize good cinematography. A great narrator as well. I really like a subtle, not overdone narrator. I think they hit the sweet spot with this one. Before World War I, men only had one memory. And that memory was a big blue reconstructed man ambushing your ship, sitting down and waxing poetically. Jacob Elordi plays the monster, Oscar Isaac, the monster's creator. Very homoerotic. I've never heard the monster talk this much. Like this monster talks. Putting on the Ritz was the most I had ever heard of Frankenstein really talk. Also a big shift, no genitals, and they make that really clear. They G.I. Joe'd it. You can reconstruct a man all you want. I don't care, right? Zap them with electricity, they come to life. I'll buy that, okay? But what you don't do is trap a man's poo and pee inside his body for all eternity. Oscar Isaac got what he deserved. I just want Guillermo del Toro to stop remaking stuff that dead people wrote. I mean, this is the guy that gave us fish fucking. He brought that to cinema. Make something new, Guillermo. Now, everybody had Hamnet with Paul Mescal selected as their movie to bust to, myself included. But in a strange turn of events, sleeper movie F1 is actually going to take that award. And the reason being because even with a dollar store subwoofer, if you watch F1, every surface of your house turns into a Sibian. This thing is loud. This thing is a sound experience with a couple lines of dialogue in between. It really feels like it was written by a drone operator. Complete absence of plot and some of the coolest action shots you've ever seen in your life. If Tom Cruise was available, this movie would have just been Top Gun 4 Roadbird. Honestly, we're fucked if the Academy is recognizing this as one of the best films of the year. I hate it, folks. This is Fuddruckers the movie, okay? This is no good. This is no good. Just make Whiplash again. What the fuck is this? Begonia. I was so excited. I'm a big Yorgos fan, obviously. And I was excited to see Begonia. I felt like this was the first like dark, good movie that Yorgos had made in a while, right? I feel like he stepped away a bit with The Favorite and Poor Things. And this one was just dark. Now, obviously, a lot of you know this was a recreation of the Korean movie Save the Green Planet, which I hear is way more intense. But I loved it. I love seeing Stavros Halkias in there. Spoiler. Stavros Halkias gets beat to death about the face with a shovel. Not funny, but it does make me laugh just because you know who he is. Outside of that, I really love this movie. I really love the ending. I did see it coming a little bit. It's the safety not guaranteed ending, right? Just like a little bit of mysticism at the end of a very realistic movie. And that's what I loved. I loved the montage. I love they put a lot of production into the last 2 minutes of the movie. And I think that really felt nice. Now you can tell it's a Safdie movie. It's got the 3 hallmarks. An intro credit scene with anatomical and body fluid sequences. You got excessive and very sudden violence. And most importantly, everyone in the movie is broke and not handling it very well. That's a classic Safdie. Now, I do think casting Mr. Wonderful was a huge mistake. Like, I do feel like some producer came in and was like, I'm only going to make this movie if you can figure out how to get Mr. Wonderful to spank Timothy Chalamet. That's the only way that I can really grasp that making sense. I hated that scene. And they have these orange ping pong balls. You think that's going to be huge because orange ping pong balls. Nope, they don't fucking care. They don't really talk about it. There's one cool shot where they throw 1,000 ping pong balls out the window, but that's it. It was fun to watch in like a way that like fireworks are fun. But it didn't really make any sense or draw like any emotion out of me. So, yeah. Anyway, that one's not going to win. In Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another, he cast Leo in his most impressive role yet, a man that fucks a woman old enough to rent a car. Now, Sean Penn's character, for better or for worse, is going to stay with me a long time on this one. Sean Penn plays RFK Jr. 5 years in the future. Sean Penn plays Liver King with 3 Ks. So as evil as it is, PTA, I thought did a really good job of painting like the darkly funny side of how pathetic the guy that wants to be more racist is. Like, it is funny in how sad it is. I'd also like to say the scene at the end, the chase scene over those hills, however they did the cameras with like a crane on wheels or whatever, that was amazing. I saw it in theaters and I just like, that was the coolest shot. That was so good to look at. With all the dark humor, there's also like just genuinely whimsical, funny moments with Leo and Benicio, and I really enjoyed that. Now, I thought Hamnet was going to be heated rivalry for horse girls, but I was wrong. Far from it. It's really more of a bedtime story for theater dorks. Right off the bat, I was very confused because Shakespeare's wife is very famously named Anne Hathaway. Everybody knows that. But then Paul Mescal's wife is named Agnes. So I'm confused. I'm like, is he Shakespeare? Or like, is he Shakespeare's son? Or is like Hamnet? Or is like, what is Paul Mescal? It just confused the shit out of me. Like, her name's Anne Hathaway. Why are they calling her Agnes? Just stop confusing me. Basically, the son inhales the plague and William Shakespeare writes a play about it. This was boring. The only way this could have been better, I think if the Safdies had directed this, they could have had the boy shoot the plague with a gun. And then I might have liked it. A great Norwegian movie. Joe Biden was great in this movie. But in all seriousness, this movie was great. It was really, really good. There wasn't a lot of camera motion, just like really good static shots. Very dramatic storyline, very Scandinavian. I didn't like that Elle Fanning was going to be in it. Like, I knew she was going to be in it, but then she plays basically Elle Fanning. There's sort of this meta thing going on where she like plays an actress who feels like a fraud for doing like a more serious movie, even though she's really big, but like the director needs her to get the funding for the movie, all this shit, whatever. The B-roll was like great. The B-roll was like, I don't know why it pulled me in so much, but it did a good job of just like, it felt so fluid. I really liked how it ended. And the main woman, Renate, she was in A Different Man. She did a great job in that. She killed it. She's the best. The Skarsgård patriarch. I mean, can you even have a Scandinavian movie without a Skarsgård? I mean, come on, folks. I don't know the name of the other daughter in the movie, but she did a fantastic job as well. Like, at first you think her role is going to be kind of understated, but then by the end, I think she has some of the most emotional scenes. The music was amazing. Like, I really liked the music. Lots of woodblock, which I really enjoy in a musical score. And the scene in this movie where they're having dinner with his boss is the best scene in any movie that I've seen all year long. It was so good. I don't know the woman that plays the wife. She's really not in the movie very much, but she acts her fucking balls off in this scene where she kind of gives it to the boss and tells him, you know, what a real man is. But god damn, that was good. Like, really fucking good. And I really liked how they did the movie through like the lens of like a student going through like archival recordings. The main character ultimately plays his own son, his own adult son. And I really liked how they brought it home in that way. I don't know how real to life it is. I don't know about the political unrest in 70s South America, but I really enjoyed this one. A lot of the characters, the police chief, the hitman, so to speak, like, it was just well written. The dialogue was good. The emotional parts are emotional. The funny parts are like funny, but not over, not silly. And Great movie. Just really well done. Sinners was pretty good for the first AI written movie. It kind of checked all the boxes, right? Vampires, prohibition.
And those swim.
What's better than one Michael B. Jordan? Two Michael B. Jordans, and vampires, and sort of a time-traveling music scene, and prohibition, and also oh God, it's just too much. This falls in the F1 category of just like dog shit. And I do understand that they're making like commentary on society and that sort of thing, but it's so lost in how convoluted this stupid plot is. If I could unsee one movie this year, it would be Sinners. That movie sucked. Now, the silver lining, if the editors would just give me all the raw footage from Sinners, I could make one of the best softcore porns you've ever seen. And I don't want to take that off the table. All right, folks, and we've reached our conclusion. It's time to present the Hundo Award for Best Picture of 2025. And the award goes to Begonia Yorgos Lanthimos. Now, I got to be honest, guys. I have a Yorgos bias. I love Yorgos. I get it, whatever. And rewatchability, that's what it came down to. I was really close, guys. If you could go, I think Secret Agent and I think Sentimental Value are great, but just as far as rewatchability goes, I'm going to watch Begonia lots of times. I'm not even going to watch the trailer for Sinners again, but Begonia is going to take home the award this year, folks. It was great. It really had everything, and I liked how they put a nice bow on it, and I need the movie to have a nice bow, and I need y'all to have a nice day. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Hundo Awards.